Hey folks, I'm Melhorn. Are you trying to figure out what kind of line to put on your new fishing reel? Well, if so, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to put Momoi 20-pound mono through the test. Alright folks, I've used Momoi line for many years, chasing catfish, stripers, and even doing some saltwater fishing with it. It's a good, durable line. A lot of commercial fishermen use it. That's where I originally heard about it. It's made in Japan and distributed widely over there in their commercial saltwater market. It's kind of hard to find here. You have to do some shopping around to find it, but there are many tackle places you can order it from. It's affordable. It's not overpriced. It's in the same price range as any of your other popular monofilament lines. Nothing super special about it there. Generally speaking, it breaks at a higher range than what it's rated for. Alright, Momoi's a great line. I've used it for many years, on and off, switching back and forth between Ande and Momoi. Generally, the only thing that made me go with one over the other was the availability. I like high-vis yellow line, and I like getting it in a big spool. So, generally speaking, I would buy whichever line was available at that time in the bigger spools and the high-vis yellow. Both really good lines. Momoi is more of a, I'll call it a blue-collar working man's line. Ande is a little more expensive, costs a little bit more, and it's really designed for fishermen who are, out there worried about where the line's going to break, and guys who chase line class records, that kind of thing. Because generally speaking, Ande's going to break right where it's supposed to. Momoi, I've seen the 20-pound line break at 24, 5, 26, 27 pounds. So it's a little less exacting on exactly where it's going to break. It usually goes way more. So if you're out chasing line class records, this probably isn't the line for you. What I'm going to do is put it through the paces on my little line test setup. Basically, I had done some tests previously where I filled a bucket with water, weighed the water, and did it that way. The problem I kind of saw with that was it was taking a long time to fill the bucket up, and it was loading the line, loading the line, loading the line. This is a little less exacting in the exact weight, but I can load the line up a lot quicker, probably more in line, in tune with what would happen if you were onto a big fish. So I can get it loaded up, stretched, and broke within a matter of about 10 seconds. It was taking longer than that with the water test, so I think this may be a little more accurate. And what I'm doing is I'm wrapping the line around some pieces of garden hose. I wanted something round with no sharp edges that I could wrap this line around repeatedly. And basically the reason for doing this is to eliminate knot breakage. Knots are generally the weakest link whenever you're testing line, or actually in your fishing rigs themselves. It's usually the knot breaking before the line. So I kind of wanted to see what the maximum point the line would break at versus the knot. So I did this. I did some tests with it, and it seems to work out really good. Stuff was breaking more in the middle of the line, toward the ends, that kind of thing. So I think the setup is probably a little bit more accurate. Still shows you how much stretch you've got. All of these monofilament lines have stretch, some more than others. And depending on how you fish, what your budget is, how willing you are to swap out line, all that will dictate which one of these lines is better for you. So as with all these things, I just try to put them through the paces, give you the numbers, and let you guys decide which one you want to go with. Alright, let's go to the Melhorn Fishing Line Laboratory and see how this line does. Alright, let's see where this Momoi line goes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 pounds. Alright, let's break another piece and see where this one goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26. 26 pounds. One thing you'll notice if you watch my Ande line test is the difference in the amount of stretch that this line has. Now granted, this is 20-pound line and that was 30, but there's a tremendous amount more stretch in this line than there was in the Ande. Alright, let's get one more on this Momoi line and see where it goes. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Right at 25. So what's my take on the Momoi line? Well, it's a good fishing line. A lot of commercial fishermen use this line. That's how I originally found out about it. If you're like me and you like to get big spools of line, this is a line to go with. I don't even know if they make any of their line in small spools. That's originally one of the reasons I went with it. I can get it in large spools and could also get it in the high-vis yellow. It's not an IGFA record type line. It's not going to break around right at the weight is what it comes down to. So if that's what you're after, line class records, that kind of thing, it's probably not the best line for you. It's got a reasonable amount of stretch. And the bounce back is pretty good on it. I don't think it's as good as the Ande, but compared to some other lines that I've used and tested, it's a lot better than those lines. Very confident with the stretch and how much give it has and how much it snaps back after it's been put under a load. I think it's a good line, probably one of the more affordable lines that you can find out there. It is hard to find, I will say that. Every time I have bought this line, I have had to order it from someone online. It's not anything that you're going to find, generally speaking, in any stores or tackle places, unless you're in a coastal area. It seems to be a lot more popular there. Alright folks, if you found this video informative, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that little bell symbol. That way you'll be notified when any new videos come out. We look forward to seeing you on the water.